You sent me this Mr. C and Maino interview where Mr. C is essentially just embracing, I guess one could say, living his best life. He's more or less just saying, hey, he likes transsexuals. Like, that's his thing.
Mr. C was a rapper back in the day, Big Daddy Kane's DJ, but more importantly, Mr. C is the man who discovered and kind of helped to put on the Notorious B.I.G. He's kind of the guy who introduced him to Puffy.
Exactly.
So just to be clear on who he is, because I know people are watching don't know who the hell we're talking about.
The thing about it is there was a time when Mr. C was kind of really going through it. He was getting arrested. He was hiding it. He was on the air literally crying. Like, literally crying. Because this is a married man. He had kids, all that stuff. Like, literally crying. Didn't know what to do. And this was years ago, right? So you fast forward now, and you watch this interview, and you watch how he's talking about it. Like I said, he just got that new person glow. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not going to judge anybody for what they're into, especially sexually. I don't care. If it's not happening in my bedroom, do you? You know what I mean? But I bring it up that way just to say, hey, live your truth.
You know, I'm glad that he went on this and he said his thing. The problem for me, I'm not all the way comfortable with that talk yet.
Yeah.
You know, I'm comfortable, you know, if that's what you do, if that's who you are, if that's what you want to be, cool. Love who you love, do what you do. It's not affecting me, you know what I mean? As long as you're not coming to hit on me, then we good.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, the openness with which he spoke and how open he spoke made me a little uncomfortable.
So, and the thing about what you said about, now, by the way, I'm not pointing a finger here, okay? So just be clear, right? Let me preface it by saying that. The thing about what you said that makes you uncomfortable, so they have another saying, and it has to do with racism. And the saying is, you know who are uncomfortable with conversations about racism? Racists. If you're a racist, naturally, or not even racist, but you have some inner, you know what I mean? Naturally, when the conversation comes up, you're gonna feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So when it comes to things like this, I'm not pointing the finger at you, but I'm just saying, like, if you don't harbor any type of animosity with people just doing what they're doing, like having that conversation or hearing people have that conversation, it really shouldn't sway you one way or another. I'm just saying.
No, I mean, I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. This is not an excuse, but I am Jamaican. So, you know, there's a few things that I got to get rid of in my system. And yes, I have been in Canada all my life, but it doesn't matter. The family that I was raised with, I go back home. You know what I'm saying? So my environment that I grew up around, you know, instilled some things in me that are just taking a bit of time to get more comfortable with.
I can't speak for that culture because I'm not a part of it. But I know me and my wife and my sister and a bunch of her friends, because my sister's gay, we went to Pride. We marched in Pride, and it was amazing. It was so fun. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So
even that you talk about that makes me feel a little uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie, I cringed a little bit when you said that, which is just how I am.
Yes, which is fine. But what the reason I bring that up is I'm not trying to, like, you know, brag about my openness and me being so accepting. That's not the point. The reason why I bring it up is because anything that makes you uncomfortable, you should immerse yourself in it. Right? Like, you know, when people talk about, you know, when you go to the pool, put one foot in, it's cold and they're afraid to go. No, just jump in. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you'll be fine. So anyways, with that being said, the whole Mr. C conversation, I'm happy that he's in a better place. I'm telling you guys, if you go back and watch his old interview, you'll be like, this guy might kill himself. This guy might kill himself. And he's here, right? So anyways, Viewing Public, let me know what you guys think about this, right? The link will be in the description. Also, Viewing Public, what are your thoughts on Dre, huh? Have you seen Dre out in the street and Dre was walking, would you chop him? Would you ask for those digits?
What's wrong with this? Yo, stop it. Okay.
Leave it in the comments, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There's French magazine put out, I guess, their latest issue, and they did something a little dicey.
Who is that?
That's supposed to be the Queen with her knee on Meghan Markle's neck.
Oh, that's crazy. That's like George Floyd. That's wild.
That bubble quote is because I couldn't breathe anymore. Knee on the neck. So it's just ridiculously incorrect because obviously Meghan said that it wasn't the Queen, right, who had the issue with the color of their baby's skin. So when you look at this, right, does this to you incite violence or is this to you, is this hateful? Or is this just or is this just insensitive?
You're talking about the picture. You're talking about the picture that they put in the newspaper. Yeah. It definitely is insensitive. Definitely is that.
Would you say it's racist?
No. I wouldn't say that's a racist photo. I think that's just an idiot who drew something for a magazine to get attention. I don't think it was racism was the goal. I think views was the goal. Okay,
fair enough. I mean, it's hard to, because they're making light of Mr. Floyd's death, you know, and who would do that? The only person I would think would do something like that would be a racist.
Right. Of all the situations to pick, why would you pick that situation, right? And like I said, sometimes people just want attention, and there's people in this world who are willing to do anything to get it. And newspapers especially, I would put them at the top of the list because they're a declining field. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
In the larger scope of things, this newspaper can go and do what they want for attention right now to get their views. But for me, in the greater scheme, I don't care about this little picture. I don't care if they meant it in a racist way. I don't view it as that. I view it as something stupid for attention.
Right.
Simple.
Right. Fair. And that's a great way to approach things. Sometimes, man, even if it is racism, you just can't. I mean, we're not superheroes out here, right? Right. Like imagine trying to address every single racist thing that you encounter every single day. That would be insane. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to just look at it and be like, yo, you're ignorant and I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Viewing public.
Look at the reasons why people, like, instead of just reacting, this is what I want to tell people. Instead of just reacting to everything that happens, and this is for my Triple H people, my hashtags, headlines, and hot takes people. For you people who don't like to read the story, I want you to take the time and just understand that if you get into the background of things and take a little bit of extra time, you can choose what's important and what's not. Not everything is important, though. Okay, guys? Pick and choose. Thank you.
Two guys doing a podcast, man. Leave it in the comments. What are your thoughts here? Doses.
Okay, if you think I'm racist, then let's understand like this. When your bitch ass starts to get your any motherfucking ass back out the goddamn way before I put my foot in your ass, because I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. I did it.
Now let's hear the cleanup.
Many of you know I have an older son named Carrion Franklin. In May, he'll be 33. For many years, we have had a toxic relationship with him as a family. We've tried for many years through counseling, through therapy, to try to rectify this private family matter. Recently, my son and I had an argument that he chose to record. I felt extremely disrespected in that conversation, and I lost my temper. And I said words that are not appropriate. And I am sincerely sorry to all of you. I sincerely apologize. I want you to know as a father that during that conversation, I called the family therapist and got that therapist on the phone to try to help. He never played that part of the recording. I'm not perfect. I'm human and I'm going to make mistakes, and I'm trying to get it right. Please keep me and my family in your prayers.
Hold on a second. So before you go, let me just What kind of world are we living in right now where a parent cannot talk to their child in that manner if he's angry with him? Like, I'm coming from a background of parents that are Jamaican that used to beat kids, and these are my parents who used to go to school and get beat if they were late and all them type of things. What type of world are we living in where Kirk Franklin feels that it's so aggressive because he swore? Hold on. He did.
Now hold up, Dre. Before you go, because this is important to your context. Remember, people. He's not talking to a child. This is a 33-year-old man. All right, continue.
Okay, thank you for that. What world is this where a father cannot curse at his son without having to go on social media? He didn't beat him. They weren't in the same room. He didn't say nothing. Did he even say the N-word? I didn't hear one nigga. And this is two black men talking to each other who are angry. Okay? And I didn't hear one nigga. If there was in there, I missed it. Okay? He had to go on social media that much.
See, and this is what I'm saying. Like, this generation that we live in, man. And you want to know something else? It's so funny because the over-sexualization, I can't even say women, because it's girls. It's literally little girls. The over-sexualization of little girls is acceptable. But you have a problem with a parent chastising. Let's not even dress it up. You have a problem with a parent cussing out their 33-year-old son. What is going on here?
What world are we living in right now?
What is happening? You know what else is crazy? Kirk Franklin, his core audience is black.
They do understand is what you're saying. They understand.
Yes. Who are you apologizing to? We're looking at you crazy right now.
This man must have caught some backlash, and I don't know where he caught it from, but obviously he must have caught something in order to feel the need that he needed to go on social media and respond that way. And I want to know if everybody who was criticizing him, everybody that wanted to do the Twitter fingers, if you have never yelled at your child in that way.
I just think people need to stop throwing stones, man, and get your priorities straight. But hey, viewing public, man, Kirk Franklin is out here looking for your looking for your sympathy, man, looking for your approval for some reason.
Acceptance of his apology for being a parent. Sorry.
Yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. Please do. Leave it in the comments. But also, let's keep it interesting. What's the craziest, man? You're grown. You're grown. You can share. We've all been there. What's the craziest thing your parent has ever said to you? Mine was, and I'll start.
I'm not gonna say mine.
Mine. Come on, man. Don't be like that. Share. Let's get to know let's our audience get to know us. My mom once told me I used to smoke weed a lot. My mom said, "The next time you smoke weed, I hope you choke and die." What the fuck?
That's aggressive. That's heavily aggressive.
All right, your turn.
Aggressive. Nope. If anybody wants to know, you leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments that you want to know what the worst thing my mom ever said to me. And if I get enough likes on that comment, I'll tell you guys. But that's the only way I'm doing it.
All right, man. Well, let us know. Do share. Dre will tell me off camera, and then I'll tell you guys. I'll pin it. I'm not telling you off camera because you're going to sneaky record me and then edit it into the video like I said it during the video. He knows. We're not doing that. All right, man. Viewing public. Let me know what you guys think. Yo, leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Two Guys With a Podcast. Doses. Thank you guys so much for watching that video. Don't forget to like and comment. We finally hit our goal of 100 subscribers. No, we're not done yet, though, Chris, man. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers, okay? So check out these videos over here, and make sure you press this button, man. Thank you for the 100. Let's get to 2. Doses.